Welcome to the Trinity Bowl. We manufacture this bowl in both 11-inch and 14. We're going to demonstrate the 11. Plain and simple, it's easier on my back. They're the same thing, same principle, you run them exactly alike. The difference in these pans than any other pan, the bottom is not flat. Everybody calls their pan a gravity trap gold pan. Here, gravity actually does half the work. Takes the gold down the hill, puts it in the nugget trap. We have a cleanup sluice. On the other side of the pan, we have riffles like everybody else, and 3 that are backward, meaning they head towards you. As the water goes out, sets up an eddy current, just like on your sluice, drops your flour gold in there. There's no reason to lose any gold out of this pan. Having said that, let's start and talk about how we're going to sample the crick. We're going to use our scoop, our sampling scoop. It has a handle that you can snap on your belt loop, so it's handy. If you see water that you think may have gold in it, simply reach in the crick, pick up some material, hold it underwater, and move it back and forth gently. The reason we go gently is to liquefy everything. Gold will always be 19.3 times heavier in water. Everything else will be lighter than gold. It goes to the bottom. Those riffles in the bottom will lock that gold, and we'll know whether we should pan here or not less than 60 seconds. So, okay. Now if I did that and I got that much gold in my scoop, I believe I would pan there. We'll pick up some material. Screening material in this pan is optional. I suggest at least a 1/2 inch screen. Obviously if the gold's bigger than a 1/2 inch, you shouldn't be panning it. You should be picking it up and putting it in your pocket. If it was dry material, and in lots of times in Arizona it is, I would put it in a tub of water and agitate it. Make sure there's no clay balls. Clay balls act like snowballs. As they roll down the hill, they pick up everything, including gold. Snowballs go down the hill, they pick up leaves and twigs. Clay balls pick up the gold. Now, we're going to start with the riffles away from me, the sluice toward me. We're going to leave the material with just a little bit of water on the top. Now we're going to just get it going in a circle. As we're doing that, everything heavy, the gold, which is 19.3 times heavier in water, the black sand, which is magnetite and hematite, 5.1, 5.2 times heavier in water, will all be underneath the light colored sand. Never will you find gold in this light colored sand unless somebody just dropped it there. Now, we've got it stratified. The gold went down the hill over into the nugget trap. We're going to use the regular riffles like you should in any other pan, submerge it underwater, and just let the wave come in and take the light colored stuff off the top. You see that black sand? When you start to see the black sand, stop, pick it up, stratify it again. Now this time I keep it tipped back toward me just a little bit. The reason is I want the gold to come down into the nugget trap. Once it's there, it will not leave there until we take it out. Now we're gonna rinse it one more time. See that black sand? There we want to go. This time around we'll hold it back, make sure all the material has a chance to get into the nugget trap. We'll wash off the light colored stuff the last time, pick it up, bring everything around, put it in the nugget trap. Now, I can't stress this bad. You have to understand the U-shape opening at all times during cleanup. This must be higher than the bottom of the pan. We're going to put it in the water, do a linear motion, straight forward and straight back. Never, never, never go from side to side underwater. Bring it up here, water covering it, going side to side, let the water liquefy everything. Your gold goes down into those riffles. They do the same as they do in that scoop. They'll trap that gold. Remember, keep this higher than the bottom, put it in the water about like that, straight back and forth. How fast you go makes no difference. Gold will never go uphill. Gold's a little bit overweight, been going downhill all its life. You'll never find gold flowing uphill. The water here is just going back and forth, free flowing. Take it out of the water, stratify it, get the gold locked into the riffles, rinse it again. It may take you a while to wash out all that black sand, but it's certainly worth the effort to do it. Always stratify it out of the water. Remember, just a straight linear motion with the pan being at about that angle. No gold will ever run uphill. I'm going to stop and leave the gold in there with a little bit of black sand. Can you see that black sand in there? Okay. We're going to remove the material from the pan using a snuffer bottle. The snuffer bottle is empty. Pick up your pan with a little bit of water, get your gold in one spot, squeeze the snuffer bottle, and just suck that gold up in there. Now I'm sucking up the gold and the black sand. Everybody understands nobody wants to buy that black sand. Well, we're going to fix that problem. You can't see it in there. It's there, but it's opaque. It's not clear. We have to get it from here into a clear vial. That little vial holds a ½ ounce. So if an ounce was $1,200, that would be $600 worth of gold. Before you try to get it out of here over into the vial, put your finger on your snuffer bottle, rinse it, make sure everything goes to the bottom. Remove the top off the snuffer bottle, drop out the crevice tool, put the built-in funnel back on. Now, the gold's in the bottom, and I have considerably more water than gold. When you do it, if you're lucky, it'll be the other way around. But watch what happens now. If I turn it over, first thing out of there, always, is the gold. Do it over your gold pan. Wash your bottle out as you go. Wash all the gold off the sides. If you make a mistake, do not panic. It'll be in the pan. It becomes practice gold. Okay, the vial's empty. As I said, nobody wants to buy it with that black sand in there. Can you get a see the black sand in it? Okay, now, in the pan, if you look close, there is a little divot right there, kind of an impression. Empty your pan out, put that vial in there. Carry this whole unit, the pan and that vial, to a faucet. Turn it on so it's got a stream about the size of that straw. Let the water go down. It'll go in, shove out the black sand, and leave the gold in the bottom. That's much safer, much more efficient than any mercury, more efficient than trying to use a magnet, because a lot of times you'll pick up a clump of black sand, have the gold in it. If you should ever have something too big to go up in here, every kit we sell has a pair of these. That's to pick up the bigger nuggets and put them in there. If it's bigger than that, pick it up and put it in your pocket. If you get into a bind ever, or if you have questions, turn the pan over. You can watch the video over as many times as you want, but if you have questions, dial us at 1-800-722-6463 and we'll be glad to help you. Happy prospecting and enjoy your pan.